Hi friends, welcome back to the Koach Katlyn YouTube channel. If this is your first time here with me, welcome. Remember, I am for your future, so I invite you to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the latest Koach Katlyn Show episodes that are posted weekly. You can stay up to date on these videos that I'm going to start doing. This is series 1 of book reviews and just everything. Sometimes I'll go live, but I really want to pour into my tribe here. So make sure you subscribe. Some great fun content coming up. Okay, so I want to start this series per the request of my tribe and then all those who I'm for your future, those who I coach, those who I contact when I speak and connect with, and you, my YouTube tribe and social tribe. So a lot of people ask me, they want to start reading, they want to get into the habit of reading. They read that, like my mentor John Maxwell says, leaders are readers. They hear that reading is something successful people do. I know for me, reading has been the key that first of all has unlocked personal growth in my own self. It's helped me to discover things about myself, helped me to grow and to become a better person. But it's also been the thing that I have noticed in all these success books. I've seen my parents do it, who are business owners and pastors, and they always told me to do it. But this has been something when I began my own reading journey, I began to see the value in reading and that it's something that successful people do. Now, success to you could be driving a Ferrari and having tons of money. That's what successful people do. Wealthy, successful people read. But also it could mean having a great family. And again, that comes down to reading. And so my favorite book says that we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And so one of the values that I think that reading has is that it gives us knowledge so that we're equipped in all areas of life, love, and leadership. And so today I'm going to do the very first book review, and I'm going to be posting this weekly so that you know, I see all the time these beauty product reviews, and that's awesome. I appreciate those, and clothes reviews and travel stay reviews. But I don't see a lot of personal growth book reviews. And so I want to take each week I've read tons of books. I average about 24 to 30 a year. And so I want to take this time each week to guide you towards your future and reading. Again, readers are leaders. And so I want to take this time each week. I'm going to be reviewing a book, telling you the highlights and see if it's the right book for you. And so those are going to be short videos. Again, make sure you subscribe and comment below. I have a link to my website, ways we can stay connected, and other social media. Instagram, it's just all at Koach Katlyn, Coach with a K, Koach Katlyn. Okay, so let's get going. The first book on this very first weekly book review that I'm going to suggest that you read and review is The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by my mentor and boss, John Maxwell. If you're here for the first time, I'm a certified John Maxwell team coach and speaker. He's the #1 leadership expert in the world. No one in the world has written more on the subject of leadership like ever in the history of anybody. He's written more on it. So I would say that he knows a lot about leadership, and that's why I'm certified through him on leadership coaching. But the other thing that he talks a lot about over and over again, which I really appreciate, is that it's not about goals as much as it's about growth. It's not about goals as much as it is about growth. And I love that because I truly believe that as long as we are growing, we won't miss where we should be going. As long as we are growing, we won't miss where we should be growing. And so I think that is something that is so valuable because so often we are in achievement society. And I am a type A personality. I'm an Enneagram 3. If you've never read on the Enneagram, maybe you've heard of DISC. I'm a D personality. I like to achieve things. If you're like, what are those things? Google them. I like to achieve things. I like to make things happen, check things off a list. And a lot of times I have found myself, if I didn't achieve the goal, disappointed. If I achieved the goal, then it was like, great, okay, next thing. But what I found, and this is the book that sparked it, was that the power of growth, as long as I welcome, and this book is what sparked me to say, every birthday, I want to say, man, I've grown so much this year. I've truly changed. I've grown so much this year. And so I want to dive right into why this book literally talks about the 15 invaluable laws of growth. And in this book, John, who is an incredible person and he has a great story about growth, talks about the 15 invaluable laws of growth and what they mean. And if you are interested in finding, so I would recommend this book to everybody because I think it's incredible, but I especially recommend it to maybe you're in a season of your life where you're not really sure what goals you have. Maybe you're not really sure where you want to go in life and you're just ready for a change. This would be a definite great book to dive into. John is really easy to read. Like, I love that about his books. He's very easy to read. You can literally go through the table of contents and go through each chapter and look at the bullet points because it's so great, so much great content. So he's very easy to read, like the most easy read. I remember in college, I got my master's in global organizational leadership. We had to read some of his books and they were always my favorites. Like, wow, I can just get out here and get the notes. But I would definitely recommend this book also too if you are in any type of leadership role in ministry and business. This breaks it down to how you can grow because we have to pour in and we have to become more to be more. If you want to rise up in promotion levels in different places, you have to become more to be more. And so we have to grow into that. And so I also recommend this too, as a new mom myself, if you are a mom and you motherhood is exhausting. And so this is a great way to pour into yourself, a great read. And I just want to break down and give you a little bit of highlight of what the 15 invaluable laws of growth are. I'm actually going to link in the bottom. I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm going to link in the bottom a link to where you can buy this book on Amazon. And of course, I'm sure you can find this at Barnes & Noble, but I just wanted to go through the 15 invaluable laws of growth. I just want to read them to you so you know what this book offers. And also I would say parents, if you're parents of teenagers, you know, my dad had me reading these books. That's why I was very driven and have gone on to do some cool things. And so I would tie it to this book. And it's a great read for teenagers. I would say 15 and up could totally read this book. Okay, so the first law that John talks about in this book is the law of intentionality. Growth doesn't just happen. So being intentional. Number 2, the law of awareness. You must know yourself to grow yourself. Number 3, the law of the mirror. You must see value in yourself to add value to yourself. Number 4, the law of reflection. Learning to pause allows growth to catch up with you, which that's something that I've been learning this year. Number 5, the law of consistency. Motivation gets you going. Discipline keeps you growing. Amazing. Number 6, the law of environment. Growth thrives in conducive surroundings. Law number 7, the law of design. To maximize growth, develop strategies. I'll say to this, one of the strategies we should all develop is daily reading. It's been transformational. 8, the law of pain. Good management of bad experiences leads to great growth. I think we've all had bad experiences, so this is a great law to learn. Number 9, the law of the ladder. Oh, excuse me. The law of the ladder. Character growth determines the height of your personal growth. So important. Number 10, the law of the rubber band. Growth stops when you lose attention between where you are and where you want to be, where you could be. Number 11, the law of trade-offs. You have to give up to grow up. Amazing. Law number 12, the law of curiosity. Growth is stimulated by asking why. We can learn from our children. Number 13, the law of modeling. It's hard to improve when you have no one but yourself to follow it. That is why reading is so important, because you need somebody else besides yourself to follow. Number 14, the law of expansion. Growth always increases your capacity. And law 15, the law of contribution. Growing yourself enables you to grow others. It's about giving back. And so I would recommend, it's a really simple read, and this is a book I highly recommend, again, for anybody looking to learn more about personal growth, or you just know you're in a space to growth, maybe a life change, a life transition. This is a valuable book to read, and I highly recommend it on this very first book review with Coach K, the leadership lady. And so again, make sure you subscribe to your channel. I'm going to, in the link below, you're going to see a link link to my website, but you're also going to see a link to where you can buy this on Amazon. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback below, because you have to grow into what you want to do in this life, and it starts with understanding personal growth and why growth is important. And these 15 principles are incredible. These 15 laws of growth are so important. And I promise you this, it's going to be an easy read. John, it's an easy read. The second thing I promise you is you're going to walk away thinking, being different, being better. And the third thing I promise you from this book is you're going to walk away with practical things that you can do. The one thing I love about John's teaching, in particular this book, is he gives you practical steps on how you can begin to incorporate growth. And they're bite-sized pieces, because you can't go from not growing at all to growing like an hour and a half a day doing personal growth. So it's baby steps that you can begin to apply one law once a month, and in 14 months, or in 15 months, excuse me, blind moment, in 15 months you could have incorporated all the laws into your life. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for a weekly book review. This is book number 1, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, link down below. I'll see you next time.